Movies that bombed, 1994, but fans refuse to forget. The year that gave us Forrest Gump and The Lion King also produced some of cinema's biggest failures. Critics hated them, audiences ignored them, box office numbers were brutal. But these misfits became cult legends, the underdogs that won the long game through VHS, cable marathons, and die-hard fans. Ready, movie nerds? Here are the 12 failures that made Hollywood eat their words. Number 12. PCU. PCU was supposed to be Animal House for the 90s, but it landed with a thud. Jeremy Piven's hyperactive Droz leads a motley crew of college misfits fighting political correctness run amok at Port Chester University. Critics dismissed it as crude and unfunny. Audiences barely noticed it existed, and campus comedy seemed dead on arrival. But college kids discovered PCU on video and cable, and suddenly it became the movie that perfectly captured 90s campus culture. Its satire of sensitivity training, protest culture, and academic bureaucracy felt prophetic. Lines like, "Can you blow me where the Pampers is?" became dorm room classics.
Can you blow me where the Pampers is?
The film's rebel spirit and anti-establishment humor found its tribe among students who felt suffocated by political correctness. Its cult status grew as fans embraced its chaotic energy and willingness to offend everyone equally. PCU proved that sometimes the best campus comedies are the ones actual students discover for themselves. Number 11. The Ref. Dennis Leary's The Ref should have been a holiday hit, but it got buried during the Christmas season. Leary plays a cat burglar who takes a dysfunctional family hostage on Christmas Eve, only to become their unwilling marriage counselor. Critics found it too dark for the holidays, and audiences looking for feel-good Christmas fare stayed away.
Nice. You rich?
No. Oh, God, no.
Not really.
No.
But fans of dark comedy discovered this gem and made it a holiday tradition. Kevin Spacey and Judy Davis as the bickering married couple are viciously funny, trading barbs that make Christmas dinner arguments look tame. Leary's exasperated criminal trying to referee their toxic relationship is comedy gold. Its cult following embraces The Ref as the anti-Christmas movie, perfect for anyone who finds the holidays more stressful than joyful. It's become the go-to film for people who prefer their holiday cheer served with a side of cynicism and profanity. Sometimes the best Christmas movies are the ones that aren't trying to be Christmas movies at all. Already getting nostalgic? We're just getting started. The deeper we go, the more shocking these failures become. Hit that like button if you're loving reliving these movie memories, and subscribe because what's coming next will completely blow your mind. Number 10. Reality Bites. Critics in 1994 dismissed Reality Bites as Gen X navel-gazing, whining about aimless 20-somethings. Wrong call. Ben Stiller's directional debut, starring Winona Ryder as aspiring filmmaker Lelena and Ethan Hawke as slacker philosopher Troy, captured the 90s zeitgeist, flannel, irony, and existential dread. The love triangle with Steve Zahn's quirky Sammy and Stiller's yuppie Michael sparked messy, relatable drama. The soundtrack, Lisa Loeb's Stay, The Knack's My Sharona, Big Star's 13 was a Gen X mixtape blasting from every coffee shop and dorm room. By the 2000s, Reality Bites became a cultural touchstone. Its raw take on post-college drift resonating with anyone stuck between dreams and reality. It's not just a movie, it's a vibe. Cynical yet hopeful, sarcastic yet sincere. Its cult status thrives on nostalgia for a pre-internet era when figuring yourself out meant late-night talks over cheap beer. Number 9. Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Freddy Krueger was a horror king, but Wes Craven's New Nightmare flopped hard. Freddy, haunting the real-life cast and crew, was just a little too out there for 94 audiences. Critics called it clever but confusing. Audiences wanted simpler scares. Horror fans, though, saw brilliance. Wes Craven deconstructed his own creation, blending reality and fiction in a way that predated Scream's meta-revolution. Heather Langenkamp, playing herself, added raw vulnerability, while Freddy's darker edge revived his menace. Now hailed as a genre trailblazer, it's a cult favorite for its gutsy innovation. Fans love its brainy horror, and Craven's refusal to churn out another sequel by numbers. It's the rare film that dared to ask, what if the monster you made comes for you? That question and its eerie execution keeps New Nightmare a staple for horror nerds. Number 8. Ed Wood. Tim Burton's black and white tribute to Edward D. Wood Jr., Hollywood's worst director, was a passion project that bombed spectacularly. In 1994, audiences didn't get its quirky charm. Why care about a guy who made gloriously bad B-movies like Plan 9 from Outer Space? Critics were kinder, but the box office was a graveyard.
Nobody will ever notice that. Filmmaking is not about the tiny details, it's about the big picture.
The big picture.
Yes.
Movie lovers, however, adored it. Johnny Depp's infectious optimism as Wood captures the joy of creating against all odds, while Martin Landau's Oscar-winning Bela Lugosi is a tragicomic masterpiece, part diva, part broken legend. Burton's love for misfits shines, celebrating dreamers who fail spectacularly but keep going. Over time, Ed Wood became a rallying cry for artists who embrace their weirdness. Its humor and heart resonating with anyone who's ever chased a crazy idea. It's a quirky cornerstone of Burton's filmography, proving that even failures can leave a legacy when passion drives the story. Number 7. The Crow. The Crow was decent, but no blockbuster. When Brandon Lee died on set, it cast a shadow over the release and gave the movie a haunting legacy. Based on James O'Barr's comic, its goth punk aesthetic, rain-soaked streets, leather-clad vengeance, wasn't mainstream fare, but outsiders loved it. Lee's raw performance as Eric Draven, a musician resurrected to avenge his fiance's murder, is electric, blending rage and sorrow. The soundtrack, The Cure, 9 Inch Nails, amplified its moody vibe, making it a 90s staple. Its visual style influenced everything from The Matrix to Batman Begins, and its emotional depth set it apart from typical action flicks. Fans still quote, "It can't rain all the time," and Lee's haunting presence keeps The Crow alive. Its cult status stems from its raw honesty and rebellious spirit, speaking to anyone who's ever felt broken but defiant. It's a reminder that even tragedy can birth art that endures. Number 6. Natural Born Killers. Oliver Stone's Natural Born Killers was too wild for 1994. Its hyper-violent satire of media obsession, with Woody Harrelson and Juliette Lewis as murderous lovers Mickey and Mallory, split critics down the middle. Some saw visionary chaos, others just noise. Censored in places like Ireland, it sparked controversy for glorifying violence, though Stone argued it critiqued it. Its frenetic editing, trippy visuals, and Trent Reznor curated soundtrack featuring Leonard Cohen and Rage Against the Machine were divisive but groundbreaking. Fans later embraced its bold take on America's obsession with fame, predicting our true crime fixation. Its cult status thrives on its unapologetic nerve of part love story, part middle finger to sensationalism. It's not subtle, and neither are its fans, who love its raw energy and provocative bite. Natural Born Killers called out our ugliest impulses, and nearly 30 years later, it still hits a nerve. Think these picks are wild? Wait until you see our number 1. You won't believe which beloved classic was actually a massive flop that nobody wanted to see. And to make sure you don't miss the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video. Oh, and drop your favorite in the comments. And as always, tell us what we missed. Number 5. Clerks. Kevin Smith maxed out his credit cards to make Clerks, and it shows. Its grainy black and white look and crude humor split critics. Some saw genius, others saw amateur hour. Shot in a New Jersey convenience store, it follows Dante and Randall's rants about life, love, and Star Wars. Its slacker ethos and raw dialogue hit home with Gen Xers stuck in dead-end jobs. With Clerks, Kevin Smith proved you could make movie history on a shoestring budget.
Something like 36?
Lower your voice.
Wait, what is that anyway? Something like 36? Does that include me?
Its relatability, who hasn't felt trapped in a soul-sucking gig? And DIY spirit inspired countless filmmakers. Now a cult cornerstone, it's celebrated for its authenticity and humor, capturing a generation's sarcastic heart. Clerks is proof that big dreams don't need big budgets, just a sharp voice and a story that rings true. Number 4. Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction wasn't exactly a flop, but in 1994, Tarantino's twisty, out-of-order story about hitmen, boxers, and diner bandits left some audiences scratching their heads. Critics called it self-indulgent, too violent, too talky. Like, who spends 5 minutes arguing about burgers mid-hit job?
Cheeseburgers. No. Where'd you get them? McDonald's, Wendy's, Jack in the Box, where?
But that mix of razor-sharp dialogue, pop culture deep dives, and the now iconic Jackrabbit Slim's dance scene didn't just click with fans. It rewrote the rules of filmmaking. It took home the Palme d'Or, won an Oscar for Best Screenplay, and suddenly every young director wanted to be Tarantino. The reason it's a cult classic? Fearless originality. It proved you could make a masterpiece out of diner chatter and blood splatter, and it changed indie cinema forever. Number 3. The Hudsucker Proxy. The Coen brothers' The Hudsucker Proxy was their first big-budget swing, but it tanked hard. It's screwball comedy. Tim Robbins as a naive exec inventing the hula hoop. Jennifer Jason Leigh as a fast-talking reporter felt too whimsical for 1994.
I had the boys down at R&D throw together this little prototype so that our discussion here could have some focus.
Critics called it charming but uneven. Audiences stayed away. Yet its retro visuals, sharp wit, and Capra-esque heart won fans on video. The Coens' blend of satire, absurdity, and sincerity, plus a stellar cast including Paul Newman and Charles Durning, makes it a quirky gem. Its cult status grew as fans embraced its oddball humor and timeless charm. It's proof the Coens' flops often outshine others' hits. A love letter to dreamers who dare to be weird in a world that doesn't get it. The Hudsucker shines brighter now than it ever did in theaters. Number 2. Stargate. Stargate had a decent worldwide run, but its cheesy reputation kept it from blockbuster status. Critics rolled their eyes at its B-movie vibe. Ancient aliens, Egyptian gods, Kurt Russell's mullet. Audiences couldn't get enough though. Ancient ruins meets space battles? That combo built a whole Stargate universe. Its cult status lies in its staying power. A flop that birthed a franchise. Its mythology tapped into our fascination with ancient mysteries, proving critics don't always spot a universe in the making. Decades later, fans still debate Stargate tech and lore, keeping its legacy alive. Number 1. Shawshank Redemption. The Shawshank Redemption earned 7 Oscar nods but barely broke even. Critics praised its craft, but audiences skipped it. Too heavy? Too long? Wrong. Frank Darabont's adaptation of Stephen King's novella, with Tim Robbins as wrongly convicted Andy Dufresne and Morgan Freeman as Wise Red, became a phenomenon via home video and cable reruns. Its story of hope, friendship, and quiet rebellion against a brutal prison system hits like a sledgehammer.
I wouldn't say friends. I'm a convicted murderer who provides sound financial planning.
Freeman's soulful narration and that gut punch ending with freedom on a Mexican beach resonate across generations. Topping IMDb's best movies list for years, Shawshank is the ultimate proof that box office flops can become cinematic legends. Its themes of resilience and redemption speak to anyone who's ever faced a seemingly hopeless fight. It's not just a movie, it's a testament to the human spirit, proving that heart, not hype, makes a classic. Box office bombs don't always stay down. These 1994 flops were scrappy indies and bold experiments that found their tribes through VHS and cable. Shawshank went from empty seats to all-time legend. Clerks proved a camcorder could change cinema. The Crow spoke to rebels, natural-born killers to provocateurs. Great art often needs time to shine, and you movie nerds know it. Hollywood's misses can become our treasures. Which 1994 flop is your favorite? Drop it in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more movie throwbacks every week.